Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And in this video, we're going to be making this card using some retiring products from the Stampin' Up! 2019-2020 annual catalog and from the January to June mini catalog. We have this stamp set layered with kindness that has some beautiful images and sentiments, and this beautiful Mosaic Mood Designer Series paper. So let's get started. First, I'm going to do the stamping on the main image, and this is the largest die from the stitched nested labels from the annual catalog. It goes along with that Bird Ballad suite, but it's a great set of dies to use with almost any card. So I have this here cut already in Whisper White, and I am going to use this leaf image. And this is a distinctive stamp, so it has variation in color, lights and darks. But I'm going to combine two colors with a technique that I like to do. And so I am using two of the colors from the designer paper, Mint Macaron and Crushed Curry. So I'm going to ink it up first in Mint Macaron. And then I have my Crushed Curry ink pad here. And I am going to take a sponge dauber and dab it into the crushed curry. And then I'm going to go around on different parts of this stamp that's already inked with Mint Macaron and dab it a little bit, and then I'm going to stamp right there in the center. And you can see the combination of colors and how pretty that is. And so I'm going to clean my stamp with my chamois, and then I also take my dauber that I've dipped onto the stamp and rub it off a little bit so there's not any Mint Macaron on there, and then I'm going to do it again. So I have that Mint Macaron on the stamp, and then dab this around just randomly, and I'm going to put another one right here. And really it varies every time you do this technique, and with this particular stamp, there's no right or wrong way to stamp the image. You just want to get a cluster of those leaves, and the two colors brings in two of the colors from the designer paper, and just gives the leaves a totally different look. So I'm going to do one more right here. And then I would continue on and do about at least 5, one there, maybe one toward the bottom. And I'm going to set that one aside right now and show you that I've got one that's finished here. Okay, and so now I have that part, and we can start assembling our base of our card, which I have a Mint Macaron base at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then we're going to give it a good crease with a bone folder. I have a layer of crushed curry, which is in that designer paper, and we also use that ink. It's cut at 4 by 5 1/4 inches, and I am going to layer that on top of the card base. Okay, and now I have this Mosaic Mood Designer paper, and this is cut at 3 3/4 inches wide and 5 inches tall. And I'm just going to place that over that crushed curry layer. Okay, now we're going to build up on this and stamp our sentiment. So I have this stamp, "Thank you for your kindness," and I have a strip of Whisper White paper that is wide enough for the stamp, but yet long enough for me to hold, because I'm going to punch this image out with a coordinating punch called Label Me Fancy. And I'm just going to stamp it in Mint Macaron right here. And then I'll take my punch and slide that and center that in the middle and punch it out. Okay, we have that. And then I also used another coordinating punch from that that goes with that stamp set, and it is called Label Me Lovely. It's this punch right up here in the corner that is somewhere on my desk. Here it is. right here. And I punched out this Mint Macaron mosaic print from that same group of designer series paper. And I'm going to take my Mint Macaron sponge dauber and sponge around the edges just to make it stand out a little more from the backing of the leaves there. Okay, and so that's going to layer there, but this stamp set also has some beautiful little floral images. So I used this one twice in Crushed Curry, and I've already stamped those in Crushed Curry and fussy cut those out with my paper snips. So I'm going to take this, I want these to frame this corner, or this edge here, I should say. And so I'm going to put some liquid glue there, and then just put one behind one there, like that. Tuck it in the corner, and then there's still some glue back there, so I can layer this other one just like that, just to add a little bit more color right there. So I'm going to use some liquid glue and attach this whole piece right in the center of that other punched piece. And then that is going to go over top, just below that bunch of leaves that we stamped previously. So I'm going to go ahead and apply glue and just position that so that I like how those leaves look coming out from around it. And then I have these flower faceted gems, and I'm going to take one of these ones in Mint Macaron, and I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm going to put that right here on the bottom. I'm doing it away from the other flowers. I had started putting it up there and I decided to move it. And then I have some Crushed Curry ribbon that's already tied into a bow with a glue dot behind it. And I'm going to put that in this lower right edge of the sentiment. And then all we have to do now is put that over top of our card base, and we will have a really pretty finished thank you card. Okay, I hope you will give that technique a try. Here is another one I did using that mosaic paper, but this time I pulled out the soft suede and stamped in Mint Macaron and then dabbed around with my soft suede sponge dauber to get that look. So two completely different looks, a super simple technique, and I hope you'll give it a try. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure you visit my website at inkandinspirations.com and sign up for my mailing list so you can get all of my ideas that I send through email, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.